Alejandro Garnacho's emotional rise and Chelsea ambition, a long story of pain, promise, and Premier League power shift. When Alejandro Garnacho fell to the Wembley turf in 2023, tears streaming down his face after Manchester United's gut-wrenching FA Cup final loss to Manchester City, few could have predicted how pivotal that moment would become, not just for him, but potentially for Chelsea Football Club. The young Argentine was just 18 at the time, a rising star with electric feet and a heart that beat with the rhythm of trophies and triumph. United had already tasted silverware that season, clinching the EFL Cup with a 2-0 victory over Newcastle. But for Garnacho, that wasn't enough. He wasn't satisfied being on the periphery. He wanted to be at the core of Manchester United's resurgence. So when the final whistle blew and Pep Guardiola's all-conquering City side emerged victorious once again, Garnacho didn't just walk off the pitch, he collapsed onto it. His pain was visible. His heartbreak was raw. And in that moment of defeat, something deeper was forged, a champion's mindset. I am broken, the message that sparked a journey. Just hours after that emotional loss, Garnacho turned to Instagram to share his devastation and determination. I am broken, he wrote. People who know me know how obsessed I am with winning, and today it couldn't be. Probably one of the hardest days of my life. We will get up again because we are Manchester United. It was more than just a message. It was a promise. Fast forward 12 months, and Garnacho kept his word in stunning fashion. Back at Wembley for a rematch against Manchester City in the 2024 FA Cup final, the now 19-year-old delivered a statement performance. It was Garnacho who broke the deadlock, showing his predatory instincts in the 30th minute to fire United into the lead. Moments later, Kobbie Mainoo added a second, and while City pulled one back through Jeremy Doku, the Red Devils held their nerve. Silverware was back in United's hands, and this time, Garnacho was at the heart of it. No longer a promising substitute with tears in his eyes, but a match winner, a difference maker, and a man on a mission. The fall after the rise, Amorim's ruthless verdict. But football is a fast-moving game, and triumph can turn into turmoil almost overnight. Despite his heroics, Garnacho's 2024-25 campaign was turbulent. United's performances dipped, and the arrival of new manager Ruben Amorim marked a fresh era of discipline and hard standards. Amorim, known for his intense work ethic and structured tactical systems, quickly made it clear that reputation meant little if the work on the pitch didn't match. Unfortunately for Garnacho, inconsistency and attitude issues began to overshadow his natural brilliance. Alongside high-profile stars like Marcus Rashford, Jadon Sancho, and Antony, Garnacho found himself under fire. Reports emerged of clashes in training, and by December, Amorim had dropped both Garnacho and Rashford from the squad for the Manchester derby, citing lack of work ethic and commitment. It was a brutal wake-up call, and one that would ultimately pave the way for a seismic shift. Chelsea circle with intent, a new home for a warrior. Behind the scenes, Chelsea were watching closely. Enzo Marresca, newly appointed at Stamford Bridge and known for his tactical precision and long-term planning, saw something in Garnacho that went beyond his highlight reels and audacious goals. He saw fire, passion, a will to win. Chelsea, as part of their squad overhaul, had already begun making bold moves. João Felix was set to depart for Saudi Arabia, Christopher Nkunku was on the chopping block, and Armando Broja was seeking new pastures. In their place, the Blues eyed fresh blood, hungry, young, and ready to write a new legacy. Enter Garnacho. Telegraph Sport reported that Chelsea were not just impressed by his ability, but also satisfied with his off-pitch behavior. A full background check had been conducted into his personality, training habits, and mentality. The verdict? Chelsea were convinced. While other clubs from Europe were also circling, Chelsea had a trump card, Garnacho himself. According to transfer guru Fabrizio Romano, the Argentine made it clear, if he were to leave Manchester United, Stamford Bridge would be his first choice. Talks reportedly took place between Garnacho and Chelsea representatives, and the winger was said to be highly impressed by Maresca's vision and the club's long-term ambitions. Chavis Simons first, Garnacho next. While the wheels are in motion, Chelsea are focused on finalizing the deal for RB Leipzig star Chavis Simons first. That move, set to be worth around £60 million, has reached an advanced stage. Simons has already removed RB Leipzig from his social media profiles, and was absent from a recent friendly with Atalanta, fueling speculation that the transfer is imminent. Once Simons is secured, all signs point toward Chelsea pivoting to secure Garnacho's signature. A new era at Chelsea, youth, fire, and mentality. If Chelsea do complete the move, Ganachos' arrival will be symbolic of a deeper change at the club. It's not just about collecting talent, it's about building a squad with heart, hunger, and humility. Garnacho, despite his controversies, has shown he's willing to cry for the badge, bleed for the cause, and come back stronger after every setback. At just 21, he already knows what it feels like to lose everything and then win it back. That's the kind of experience you can't buy, and Chelsea know it. With Garnacho on one wing and Simons potentially on the other, Marresca could have two of Europe's most exciting young talents driving his attack. Add in João Pedro, Estevao Willian, and the maturing Romeo Lavia in midfield, and suddenly the future at Stamford Bridge looks thrilling. From Wembley tears to West London dreams. Whether the deal happens this week or next, Chelsea fans should keep one image in mind: a teenager on the Wembley grass, broken but unbowed. That was the day Alejandro Garnacho became more than a talent. That was the day he became a warrior. And if he does don Chelsea blue, that same fire, the one forged in pain, could very well light up Stamford Bridge for years to come. Chelsea-sanctioned Marc Guiu loan move to Sunderland as Enzo Marresca takes long-term view on next Cole Palmer. Chelsea have confirmed the temporary departure of highly rated young striker Marc Guiu, with the 19-year-old Spaniard set to join newly promoted Premier League side Sunderland on a season-long loan. This move is part of a broader long-term strategy under manager Enzo Marresca, who continues to carefully develop Chelsea's emerging talent while building a squad capable of competing on all fronts. Guiu, who arrived at Stamford Bridge from FC Barcelona last summer in a surprise £5 million deal, was widely seen as one of the most promising young forwards in European football. However, since his move to West London, he has found regular first-team minutes hard to come by. The striker made just 14 appearances in all competitions last season, with only a handful in the Premier League, although he did impress in the UEFA Conference League, where he notched 6 goals in 7 matches, displaying a striker's instinct and a calmness in front of goal rare for someone his age. The decision to loan out Guiu has not been taken lightly. Chelsea reportedly rebuffed multiple loan offers in January, including from championship sides, as they wanted the forward to continue learning under Marresca and training with the senior squad. However, the need for consistent first-team experience at a top level has now become a priority, especially given the high ceiling Chelsea believe Guiu has. Sunderland, who shocked the football world by earning Premier League promotion last season, have moved quickly to beat off competition from the likes of Ipswich Town, who were also interested in securing Guiu's services. The Stadium of Light is now set to become Guiu's new home for the 2025-26 campaign. The loan does not include any option to buy, underlining Chelsea's belief that Guiu is a long-term asset with immense potential. Inside Stamford Bridge, some staff and coaches have reportedly likened Guiu's development path to that of Cole Palmer, the breakout star who joined Chelsea from Manchester City in 2023. Palmer's impact was nothing short of transformative. He went from being a fringe City player to Chelsea's talisman, amassing 43 goals and 29 assists in just 97 appearances across all competitions. That kind of output has set a benchmark, and while Guiu plays in a different position, the belief in his ability to make a similar leap is very real. Marresca himself spoke glowingly about Guiu's progress earlier this year, highlighting the youngster's attitude and hunger. Marc is improving a lot, to be honest. He's doing fantastic. Day by day, he is becoming more ready for that sort of game, the Chelsea manager said in January, following the striker's late winner against Fiorentina in the Conference League group stage. This move to Sunderland, who have pledged to make Guiu a central part of their attack, offers him the perfect platform to accelerate his adaptation to English football. Playing in a team that will likely be fighting to stay in the division, Guiu will gain experience not only in terms of minutes played, but also in terms of pressure, responsibility, and resilience. Chelsea's decision to loan out a player of his profile and potential also speaks volumes about the club's evolving transfer strategy under sporting directors Lawrence Stewart and Paul Winstanley. Rather than hoarding young players or sending them into obscurity in foreign leagues, Chelsea are now choosing carefully targeted Premier League loan moves where player development can be closely monitored and measured. The success of this strategy could be seen last season with Carney Chukwuemeka's loan at Crystal Palace, which helped him return to Cobham a more complete player. If Guiu thrives at Sunderland, there's every chance he will return next summer ready to challenge the likes of Nicholas Jackson and João Pedro for a place in Marresca's first team. And if his development mirrors even half of what Palmer achieved, Chelsea will have unearthed another gem. For now, the journey continues for Marc Guiu, and the football world will be watching closely.